Wednesday the 26th. I gotta make sure I turned it on. Yes, I did. Get that weight out of the way. All right. Back to upper body. 4, 5, or 6 rounds. I don't know how I'm choking all of a sudden. Tricep kickbacks, pullovers, skull crushers, Arnold presses, and then part 2, we have leg lift with overhead weight. Tricep kickbacks. Pullovers. Skull crushers, you can do 1 or 2 weights. I forgot the last one. Arnold press. Okay, and then part 2 is leg lift with overhead weight. Oh, these hurt. So you're just going down, not touching the ground, and then coming up. I can barely go either direction, so that was like a horrible demonstration. But anyways, so tricep kickbacks. I feel like we might have done these like in week 1 or sometime. But you're gonna get in that kind of half bent over stance. Your arms are here, tucked by your side. Kick back, kick back, kick back. And we definitely feel like I remember showing this to you guys. Yep, we did it in week 1, okay. Pullovers. So you're gonna take 1 weight, hold it the long way. Okay, it's gonna go behind your head, and you're gonna just rotate your shoulder, pull the weight up above your chest, back down, up, down. So you're not bending your elbows, you're not really doing anything except for just rotating at the shoulder, okay? And I'm glad I have this back to back with skull crushers because I'm always worried people are gonna get them confused. So, pullover is shoulder rotation. Skull crusher is a bend at the elbow. So you're gonna have the weight over your chest, bend at the elbow. The weight is gonna come to your forehead, press up. Bring the weight down to your forehead, press up. You can do this with 2 weights instead of 1. So you'd hold 1 in each hand. Same thing, bend at the elbow. The weight's gonna come on the side of your head, press up. Bend at the elbow, the weight comes on the side of your head. Press up, okay? So the real difference is that if you're holding 1 weight across, it is easier to control. If you have 1 weight in each hand, you have to make sure that they're moving together. You don't want 1 down here and 1 up here. So if you don't have that control, or it's something that you're not familiar with the exercise, use the 1. And then as you get better at it, you get more control, you get stronger, you can switch over to 2. Because like I said, you don't want it to be a situation where your arms are not moving together, okay? And then Arnold press. So this is like our shoulder press in a way, except the start is different. So with the Arnold press, you start in front of you like this. Okay, so your palms are facing you. You're almost like at the end of like a bicep curl, and you're gonna rotate and press overhead. So as you press up, you're gonna rotate the weight so your palms are facing out. Then you're gonna come back in on the way down so your palms are facing in. 1, out, in, 2, out, in, 3, out, in, 4, out, in, okay? So again, that's basically adding that rotation and that different things. You're hitting more muscles in your shoulder and more areas. You're working your rotator cuff. You're doing different things. So that's why we do different things. And then Our part 2, you're going to choose between 50 and 100, leg lift with overhead weight. So again, this one is really difficult for me because I can't put my legs too low and I can't bring them too high. So it's not a good visual, but you're going to hold a weight in your hands above your head. So this does not need to be a heavy weight. And simultaneously, you're going to do your leg lifts. So you start with your legs out in front of you, but not touching the ground. You're going to lift them up. Normally you would go higher or straighter than this. Like sometimes I almost even like kick up, like my butt comes off. I kind of kick really close to the weight and then release, back up 2. Release, but don't touch the ground, back up. Okay, so again, that's not really a good demonstration, but if you Google, YouTube, whatever, leg lifts, you know, very similar. I just can't do it as well. All right.